Welcome back, everybody, to Out of Reese's podcast. I'm your host, Reese Shalvis. Joining me on the podcast today, we got local artist from Salt Lake City, home to Nepal, a refugee from Nepal.
Yes, sir.
T-Lock.
Thank you, Reese. I appreciate you.
Welcome on.
Yes, thank you for having me.
How you feeling? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good. You know, I just had to get some things prepared for my friends. You know, they wanted to do a little something back home. So
yeah.
after that, I just mobbed over here, and then excited to be here for sure.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Nepal as a refugee.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that. What was that like, kind of coming over here, and how old were you?
So I came over here around 6, 7, right? In 2008, and so I mean it was interesting. I didn't know the language,
right?
Second language. I had like the fight in me. I had like the refugee in me, I guess. In turn,
Yeah,
refugee in me.
Right.
But yeah, like I was just, I guess, trying to be alpha the whole time, and just like how it is, trying to be the most manly at the youngest age. Like that's just the bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was basically it. And like, I remember just like trying to speak Spanish. I didn't know what the hell I was saying, but I was like trying to talk to my homie that was Mexican, and I'm just like, damn, I really don't know what the hell's going on. But like, yeah, but the first memories was just like a water fountain, and I was just like, damn, like water.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
drinking fountain ones.
Yeah, you just press it and it comes. I'm like, that's crazy.
So they didn't have that kind of stuff in Nepal?
No, bro. We were in the camp. It was like in the huts in the jungle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we had to like travel for water.
So that was a huge shift in lifestyle and everything.
Yeah, I got in a bus and a plane before I got in a car. So like the only time I really even got to know about all that is like I knew buses and cars existed, but coming to Nepal on a plane and them telling like, hey, put your seatbelt on because we about to fly. I'm like, bro, ain't no way.
Right.
We're not about to fly right now.
That's crazy. I've always wondered what that's like to like come from a lifestyle like that, and then just suddenly be thrown into what we got here. It's kind of mind-boggling. But like, what and that was right around the time with the stock market or like the economy crash. Yeah, that's.
I mean, when it all crashed, like we didn't really have enough. Like we were barely here. So like when we were here, I think Obama was like barely elected.
Barely just in
and so it was like we didn't even care about that.
Right,
like, we didn't even know. Like at the time,
you're just glad to be here. Then,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like when I heard fireworks, it was like, what am I hearing in the sky? What am I seeing? It was just alien for a second, and it was just pretty sick. But
was it like scary at all, or was it just like awing? Like you're just like, whoa, this is sick.
It was scary. I mean, I was a little kid, so it was like loud ass noises coming from the sky.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen them before. I ain't heard them before. And
was this around the 4th of July time?
Yeah, okay. It was around the 4th of July time, and it was just like I remember my one of my uncles, like he was just like riding on a bike. I was just sitting in the back, and I heard it, and I was just like, damn, this is crazy.
Like, damn, they be shooting fire every night here.
It's just like something like, it's just we don't even think about that.
Right.
Like we got like matches, and like maybe like a big lighter.
Right.
To like match that where we were, and so like, it was definitely different. It was different for sure.
So what kind of work did your parents find when they got here?
Yeah, and my dad was like working in the refugee camps, and he has arthritis, so he couldn't work. Like after like a year or two here, he got way too he was too sick to work, and so my mom was taking care of my younger brother and my dad and me.
Dang.
And so so I kind of like had to grow up
really quickly. I just had it from a young age.
Yeah, and so. Yeah, I just needed to like be there, I guess, and like try my best. There's only so much that a little kid can do, but as soon as I could work, I started working and like giving my whole paycheck to them, so they could pay the bills. But that's as much as I could have done, and like I feel like I did, and they're doing well right now. Actually, They actually bought their first house today.
Oh no, today? That's crazy.
Yeah,
what are the odds? That's actually insane.
Yeah, my mom sent me
amazing.
a picture. Yeah, they're like first time out. We went from a little hut with like a straw roof to like
this is like 10 to
bedroom.
15 years later.
Yeah,
now they're that's awesome, dude. I'm so happy
sick.
for them.
Yeah, it's like one of the best feelings ever. But like, yeah, I just kind of lived to serve them because of that, because they just weren't like, there's a whole lot of story between like everything, but like, yeah, I just know they didn't work way too hard for me to, not help them now.
Right. Dang, dude, that's awesome. So how was adjusting? Like, did you start going to like a public school and stuff when you first got here?
Yeah, it was a lot of moving around.
Yeah.
My mom couldn't pay the bills a lot of the time. We didn't know which areas were like gonna get expensive and stuff. So we actually moved over from South Salt Lake all the way to like the avenues, really. And then like not the avenue, below the avenues.
Yeah.
In like an apartment complex where I went to like Wasatch. Obviously there's like hella white kids. It's like completely like I don't even know what's going on. Right. And so yeah, and we just moved from there. Like we kind of moved where most of our family moved. So we moved down to South Salt Lake where it was more affordable and everything. And then that's kind of where like I grew up. That's what transitioning and moving was about. Yeah, we just couldn't really stay at one place for a very long time until we went to like South Salt Lake.
Right.
Like rougher areas.
how long would you say it took you to start like kind of getting the hang of English? Being able to actually like talk to people at school, your teachers.
I was a quick learner, probably because I was a kid too.
Yeah.
And I already knew how to speak Nepali, and so it probably took me around like a year or two to like grab it like perfectly.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not like perfectly. It's still not perfect, but like, but like for the most part, I could communicate with people, and that was important. Yeah.
So are there still things now as an adult that you're seeing that you're still kind of taken back by, or have you kind of just because it's been more of your life here now than in Nepal?
Yeah.
Or are you kind of just used to everything that here kind of has to offer in that sense?
I mean, obviously it's incredible. Like seeing, I look back all the time. I really don't want to forget where I came from and who I am, really.
Right.
So I like try to take that trek back in my mind a lot, like to my parents working hard, suffering, growing up in the camps, growing up rough,
right?
Even in Salt Lake, right? And so, yeah, I'd say I still get surprised though. For sure. Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff they're doing is crazy.
I mean, I guess I'm getting surprised too. And I was born here, there's like things I'll see, I'll be like, whoa, what? Yeah. That's crazy.
It's like you never know what they got, because like something will surprise you, no matter whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
In America, especially with social media now, something will surprise you. Like sooner or later. Yeah. And so something surprised me, but for the most part, I feel like I try to keep a pretty open mind, and like,
right.
I didn't even know water fountain existed.
Right. Yeah. But you're just like, whoa.
And now there are like phones that like scan your face and like open up. It's like, all right, now you got to look at how far we've come. And like, now I'm like, you know what? If they really do come out with like some crazy stuff, I'm really not going to be that. I'm going to be surprised. Like,
but like,
what's
for
real?
Next?
Like they did that. But
you're like ready for whatever's next. Right?
Exactly. It's just like, yeah.
Do you have anything crazy that you like remember happening when you were either first moved here or back when you were in Nepal?
Well, here it was, I don't know. It was just, here was a roller coaster for sure. It was just like mixed emotions between my parents being very old school and like, stuck in the culture back there.
Right.
Where, and I was learning to be more modern and westernized, and I was learning like freedom, where my parents were like, no, like we have to follow a certain set of rules. Right. And so there was a lot of like conflict at first there. Like that was when I was younger, and obviously I had like a pretty wild mind. Like I didn't hang around like the best people in the world, so I like to think for myself, and whoever told me what, I didn't care.
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, there was that, but like, other than that, I don't know. I mean,
no, yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I can't even imagine what that'd be like though. Just like But like kind of going into that as you're growing up, when did you start like getting into music and wanting to like actually make your own stuff?
Yeah. And so as far as making my own stuff, what up, T?
Hey, we just got royalty walking in.
Hey.
Can I hop on this shit?
Yeah, you can hop on. We'll have to figure something out for the camera.
We could do that.
Sorry about that cut. But dude, Royalty just joined us on the podcast. We were just talking with T-Lock about him coming from Nepal and getting into music now. So like, what kind of led you into deciding you wanted to pursue music?
So it kind of all started with me remembering music. Just like I was like really good from a young age. I just remembering music, and like I'd always have like thoughts like, hey, maybe music's for me. Like maybe my brain just picks up on that like that quickly because like I could remember every lyric to like every song I've heard, and like it was just clicking. I didn't really get into it that much until like freshman year of college though, when me and my homies were just goofing around freestyling, and they were like, write something, and I wrote something like on the Watcher freestyle instrumenter or something, and then they were like, bro, post this, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna fuck that, post it. I'm not gonna post nothing. I'm not trying to, trying to do all this. And then they were like, bro, if Lil Pump could get big, and I was like, you know what, you're right. And then I found out my brother-in-law, he also makes beats and he's a producer, and so like that kind of just worked out. And like he helped me stay out of trouble with music, and that's when I really started getting into it. And that's pretty much how. And then I've been in love with it ever since.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And how old did you say you were?
I was when I started like taking it seriously.
Yeah.
When I started taking it seriously, I was probably like 20, like 19, 20.
Dang.
And so yeah, and I didn't really release my full like first track until probably like almost 21.
So in that like first like 10 to 12 years living here, did you since you didn't want to take music seriously until then, did you kind of have a direction you wanted to go in during that time?
I wanted to be a professional soccer player.
Oh, a soccer player.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
That was what the dream was for me personally. Just growing up in Nepal, we would gather up plastic bags because we didn't have a real soccer ball. So we'd gather up like the bags and like plastic stuff, everything we could find, trash, and like we put a rock in the middle and then bundle all up, tie with rubber bands, and that's our soccer ball.
Dang.
And that's how we would play. And so here, but I never really like got on the team ever, and so like our parents were always, I was just focused on trying to help pay the bills.
Right.
I was never focused on like, hey man, I'm gonna risk this.
I'm gonna try to be this.
Yeah, where my family's still struggling.
Right.
I'm like, I wasn't never gonna go out on my own path where like I said before, where like my parents and what they did was so valuable to me. And so yeah, I just decided, I was like, I might just go to college and try to do what they want, like try to keep them happy.
But now with this like career you're trying to pursue, you could like give back to them once you really get up there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
That's the goal. I mean, the goal is to just make music that people could relate to. And I really like, even like Royalty and me, we like to focus on our lyrics and like what it brings to people and like the value it brings like with emotion.
Right.
It's not about just like saying stuff that rhymes for us. And so it's like for me, it's like it's gotten bigger than just like helping my parents out. It's just like obviously that's like number one priority for me. But like after that, there's like getting big and making people like kind of listen to a message and like opening up minds, kind of like I guess like a J. Cole or something, but like Kendrick, but like following those footsteps. But we are our own people, so we gonna get big in our own right for sure.
I feel like it's similar, like how you had Kazu in here earlier, how he said meaning behind Katana Media, because samurais were meant to serve. It's like his whole ideology. Same way with like a lot of people, how they do music is self-serving. People ain't making music to serve or impact the people around them or the people even across the globe that may even come across them.
Hold up. Sorry. Sorry about the intermission.
No,
Second intermission.
This type of shit fucks it up so much and make it come quick.
Yeah, it's just that cable was hanging like right in front of you, and I just realized that as you were like talking. I was like, oh shit.
He's gonna get in the way.
He's just going off. I'm like, yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Let me go check that shit real quick.
Hold up. Pause.
But we gotta reiterate what we were saying.
Yeah.
Just do you, man.
Samurai. Hey, samurai. Use that samurai.
I didn't say if you got the ability to be able to express yourself and put it out on a platform, a lot of people don't got the opportunities, and a lot of us take it for granted, the opportunity for us to actually express what we're feeling inside, what we be thinking on a daily basis. And a lot of us use that power to propagate some fucked up shit, like some devaluing to the people surrounding you type shit.
Yep.
Instead of like, it's like why we look up to J. Cole's, because we look up to J. Cole, we feel inspired, we feel empowered ourselves.
Exactly.
We feel inspired to go do shit and be greater than what we thought. It's like, but I feel like there's only so many J. Cole's. Most people, it's like, okay, I see your fan base like you because you be wearing whatever type of necklaces, you be driving whatever type of cars, people be seeing you with like money and shit and women and stuff. It's like, or you may be trying to act like you the toughest dude out here, artist. And all right, to your audience, they may think you're cool, but inside how it really impacts them, they feel lesser themselves because they feel like they not as hard, they not as rich, they not as cool, they don't got the swag like that. And I just feel like people don't realize the kind of impact they have when you have that platform to have the microphone in front of your face. Because, I mean, nowadays, everybody can have a microphone.
Yeah.
Pull it back like 30, 40, 50 years. It'd be way harder to get this spot on the microphone.
Yep.
Dude,
couldn't do it.
I'd be working in the mines.
You'd have lung cancer right now, dog. Yeah, dog. You'd be coughing.
Shit, who knows if we'd even get a job. a fucking legit job.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was just saying, I think T was talking about people just doing it for
the money.
Yeah. The
hoes,
the bitches, the clout. They're not doing it for themselves. They're being fake inside. I remember what I posted something today on my story. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly what the words were, but it was something like nowadays people just hate real people and love fake people. Yeah. Like if you act fake with them and you're like all buddy, you know, and you're like you're with them and kissing their ass, they love you. Everybody loves you when you're kissing their ass, you know. But as soon as you get real with them, you start being the bad guy. You the bad guy now.
Like where'd everyone go in the room?
Yeah,
they're gone.
Yeah, and I, especially going to the U, not to expose the U or anything, but oh my gosh, bro, the amount of fake people up there is incredible.
Like, you mean like the students?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Dude, they will oh my gosh, dude. Like for example, for music, right? I'll be like, "Hey yo, I rap blah blah blah, whatever." And you know what people think? Oh yeah, you rap, whatever. You know? Cool. I'm cool with that. You could think that.
Right.
You know? That's completely fine with me. But like, and they'll like tell me that though. Tell me like, "Hey, I'm not trying to listen to you right now." Don't listen to it. Be like, "Oh shit, that shit's hella good, bro. You gonna go big one day." And then when, and not even fucking follow me back or something. Like I'm not being petty about that shit. Like, hey, don't follow me, but don't compliment me now. Right. Like if you don't fuck with it, just tell me you don't fuck with it.
Dude, right? Yeah, like
it's just simple.
Going back, like with the, doing music with Royalty with Mal West. It's like when they're asking me like, "Yo, how's this sound?" Most people are like, "Yo, dog, that's good." Yeah, bro, I like that. For me, like, I mean, I like a lot of what they make. Yeah. But I'm trying to critique it. I'm trying to help them. Right? I'm like, "Yo, you know what? If I'm being honest, I don't like this part of it, but I see what you're going for.
Yeah.
And they'll either sometimes be like, oh no, that's part of the style. I like that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's your choice. Or sometimes they're like, yeah, you're right. Like I see that, and they'll change it. And I'll be like, yeah, oh yeah, this sounds so much better now.
And it's all about growing.
You know? Yeah.
And it's like, bro, if you got yes men all around you that just tell you like, yo, like you're doing good, you're doing great, and you a bum, like, bro, you're gonna stay a bum.
I feel like for the yes man, those are the guys on the next tier below the guys that are closest to you, right? Like you surround yourself with guys who are like-minded, kind of have similar goals and whatnot. And then the guys below that are close to you but not as close are the yes men. They're like, yeah, dude, go get them. Yeah, go get them, Tiger.
It's dumb. It's stupid. Yeah. It's like I don't know. I don't understand. Me, I feel like I keep shit real, like real. Every time I talk to whoever, and like I be seeing some of these people's faces up on like campus and shit when I talk to them, and I just keep it real, and they'll be like. They have like a little like shock face. Yeah. Be like, oh my God, is he really saying what he's saying? I'm like, right. yes, bitch. I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, and I mean it too. And so like, unless I tell you it's a joke. right. Unless I tell you it's a joke, I probably mean it. And you know, and my refugee friends, like just like all the Nepalis that I grew up with, because they were all refugees that came around the same time. And so that kind of that like we grew up together, so we've always been real with each other, always. And those guys and just a couple of my friends that I've made on campus, really like just real people. But most of the time it's usually the refugees. I mean, I don't even like, not to sugarcoat it, it's usually the refugees and like minorities that are really real about shit, right? And then even now, like I see a lot of minorities that just grow up around like a lot of like just like white culture, I guess. And then I don't know if being whitewashed is a thing, if it's a real thing, but I'm gonna just say that they're whitewashed.
You still talk to them?
Yeah. Cool. I have no problem with that. It's like, yeah, you cool, but don't try to be two people at the same time.
Right.
Just pick one.
Pick one. I said just be yourself, right?
Yeah. And like whatever you really feel, that's who you are.
Right.
Don't play both sides of the coin though, because that's never gonna work. Like you're gonna get found out sooner or later.
Yeah.
And then people are gonna start calling you fake.
Yeah, exactly. It happens in every every situation, especially as people get closer to other people. They're gonna start seeing through that. Yeah. You're gonna see through the face or the facade or whatever.
The mask, whatever they want to wear. The that
facade.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. That never occurred to me that I needed to be someone else. I feel like no matter, like I looked at what so many other people had before when I was younger, and I was like, oh damn, this kid has this toy. Like, right. I'm a little kid. We don't have shit. so like I would go to the store with my parents just to play with the toys in the fucking in the toy section. Just for like the amount of time my parents were shopping, then they come get us before they were in the line, and then that's the amount of toys we got.
Yeah.
And we left them at the store.
No,
walked our asses out.
So you play with them in the shop.
Yeah,
and just left. Yeah,
and that's just like I don't know. For me, it's just been real. Like my parents have never told me like, hey, you're gonna be great at math. When I got straight like F's, like they've been like, bro, get your shit together. What the fuck's wrong with you? like, and at the U, and I was just talking about to y'all. I was just talking about how fake Utah can be, especially the U of U, and like how fake the students are. Like we were talking about, just kissing ass.
It's very true. Cause I mean, shit, that's how they gotta make it. It's like they got these connections and their families already like connected, well established in careers and all this shit, and they gotta kiss ass so then they can fulfill those connections and get that job position, get that fucking degree, be cool with the deans, all this type of shit. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I feel like for somebody who don't relate, who ain't part of that ecosystem and that environment, it creates a false expectation of how life really is. Yeah. It's like it don't matter how much you. It's like I say like music as an example. I could kiss up the music and be like, I love you so much, please help me do good on this song. Fuck that shit. You better do good. Do the work to make yourself good. That's just how it is.
But hey, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, that shit ain't a squirrel. So
it ain't a squirrel, right?
Dude, that shit's nuts.
I've never heard that in my life.
Yo, you ain't watched
heard that.
You ain't watch Undisputed, bro? Shannon Sharp.
No, I haven't. No.
I got.
Oh, Shannon Sharp. Yeah,
Shout out
he's
to
the
Unc.
one. He's the one who had the Cat Williams podcast.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Unc. If he ever sees this,
Yeah.
pull up to Reese's.
Yo.
Yeah, take a little break. Come out at recess.
Yeah.
Come to Salt Lake City.
Yup.
Salt Lake City, where the snakes prevail.
Yeah. But we're gonna change that though.
Dude, I suddenly just I'm tired.
This
Yeah.
man been grinding. But
Shit.
Dude, the last couple months have been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I just did like a whole like almost 14-hour shift yesterday here in this bitch. No breaks. I had food with me too. I didn't even stop to eat one bite of my food.
Damn.
I ate my food the next day after 12. I was just still up. Doing this shit.
Yeah.
You sent me a video, bro.
I was kissing Pro Tools ass yesterday.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to learn Da Vinci Resolve.
The Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been tough. What do you use for your music?
Yeah. So I think shit, I don't even remember.
Throne Room Productions.
Throne Room Productions. shout out to Throne Room Productions.
Who's that? Who's Throne Room?
Huh?
Who's Throne Room Productions?
Who is Throne Room Productions?
Yeah, who is it? Who's that? I've never heard of that.
Oh, for real? You gotta get on.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like I don't know anybody in Utah doing the same thing as like Throne Room Productions.
Yep.
Like I don't know, people who just hear about us, get exposed to us. It's like you already see them get inspired by Throne Room.
And it's real people too.
It's real people.
Mm-hmm.
It's
real
like,
people.
This is weird.
I don't like talking about myself. Y'all are the Throne Room. We all the fucking kings and queens of this reality. You just gotta choose to believe it.
Yeah. We just here to serve.
Yeah. And we gotta serve in the right way, in a just way. We ain't no kings and queens who kiss other kings and queens' asses. Come fuck with us to fuck with us. If you got bars, drop them bars. If you got vocals, sing them vocals. If you got a voice, let that shit be loud.
If you got bars, let's hear them.
That's what you come to Throne Room for.
Bro.
That is what you come to Throne Room for. We are about work, and we are about elevating that work to a newer level.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Before I was in Throne Room, I was in a different studio. It was in the second story of a building.
I remember that.
Now we many floors
I shot a
above
podcast there.
Yeah, now we many floors above that. We on a different level, physically, literally,
physically,
in every type of
metaphorically,
way,
spiritually,
every type of way.
analytically,
And-
analytically, metagenetically,
Shit,
Our
say
hearts.
Say it in every different language.
Yeah.
We mean the same thing.
fettuccinically.
Okay, I think you just tired now.
Dude, I don't know. Something hit me, bro. I'm just like a wave of something. Just like, I want to go home and sleep.
You got tired.
What time is it?
I need to leave soon.
Yeah, I need.
But
to
I'm
leave
not
soon
like
too, but-
tired. I'm just mad as shit right now.
Oh yeah, because of that shit.
Yeah.
What happened?
The
Eh.
wait.
We can get into the details. We can go into the details. Like I ain't trying to air it out on this type of shit.
Oh, yo,
All
yeah,
I'm
you're talking
saying-
about that.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
I'm
okay.
saying is you old white men who fucking just sit and get your paychecks by doing minimal effort and wanna take your anger out on your customers. Or shit, you probably go home and take it out on your wife and kids. They probably don't like your ass.
Sheesh.
I'm just saying, it's a fuck you to all y'all.
Hey, people hate the world.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't kiss ass over here. We do the work, and the work is what shows.
Yep.
Nothing else but the work.
Those people hate the world, man. Those people that just like make somebody's day worse just for the fucking fucks of it. Like
Yeah.
that's like, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like back to like how I was saying with the artist, how you don't know the power you have when you have the microphone in front of your face.
Yup.
Same thing when you speaking to somebody, helping someone. You don't know the power you have when somebody comes to you for help. it's like people ain't respect themselves in the same right to know how powerful they are. And they fucking up all the time.
But then you still hear this other bullshit. You still hear all this other bullshit rap.
I feel like most rap bullshit rap.
These days, man.
I don't even fucking like rap. Like, I grew up liking this shit. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Jay-Z, Kanye, J. Cole, Kendrick, my shit.
50 Cent, Eminem. Nah, bro. This shit right here.
Like,
hey, Future.
Whoever the fuck. Like, bring it back in the day when Future, it was just Future was the biggest, like, artist. And
that was
Drake,
using auto-tune.
And Drake and all them.
Yeah.
Fuck all these other people.
Yep.
Because
trash.
I don't know.
They're trash. Let's be honest now. They trash.
They are, and it's like, what type of culture we created? I swear, like a fucking. It's like y'all trying to be young in this rap game and all this type of stuff. You have to be young to compete with all these niggas. Yeah, because all y'all niggas speak at like a 15-year-old level.
And read it
all
like
y'all
a 12.
shit don't got no fucking content. It's anybody could say what y'all are saying.
Yep. Money and bitches and
not everybody can do what y'all doing, just to be honest, but the ones who are really doing that shit are in jail. So it's like, be real. Yep. It's like, how we gonna make it out of this shit?
Yep.
How we gonna use? It's like hip hop was used as a vessel for us to elevate ourselves and bring ourselves out of the struggles that we was in.
And the thing is,
same with a lot of music.
People let their past affect them too much. Like that. Yeah, I used to trap. I used to do this, so I can't let it go. Bro, who didn't trap? This modern era. In junior high, who didn't?
I mean,
it's like, bro, you don't need to like.
Yo, it's like once you make it out.
Yeah.
It's like
you don't need to do that.
But it's like it's different if you're making it out and situations suck you back in. But it's different if you're making a choice to go back in when you have the opportunity to be out.
For example, like King Von. Like we was talking, like just no roast, no diss to nobody, but like getting all that money, helping, like you could have helped like hundreds and thousands of young children in Chicago.
100,000, that's a scholarship. Somebody could have got that education, became whatever type of thing. And I'm not even a person who believes in college all that much. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's like
100,000 on the head though, on a get somebody like killed. It's like, bro, you could have put that towards a kid, like making his life better for his whole generation.
And it's
bro, they could have paid off my credit card debt.
Damn, how your credit card debt?
100,000?
No, they didn't. No, fuck.
I was finna say,
$100,000 credit card debt.
This shit better blow up.
Damn, maybe we should put a price on your account manager. Yeah, but I feel like King Von's a good example because I mean it's unfortunate the stuff that happened to him. Yeah. Still, even though like I feel like the world, it's like everything works out in its type of way. It's like if you keep searching for something, you eventually are gonna find it. Yeah. If you know what I mean. But still, it ain't take away like I respect the dude. Like, yeah. I mean, still, it still takes a lot to be honest. Like I know in his case, this homie ain't glorifying the shit that he did. Yeah. This homie was actually being him. Yeah. He put work in. He made great music. I ain't gonna lie. People bumping this shit still till today. I hear a King Von song and this shit does turn up my energy. Yep. Yeah, no, all respects. But still, it's like as a man, it's like
as somebody who's made it,
you could have impacted your community in a better way.
Like he made it, man. Like he was filthy. Like he was hot.
And the thing is like it's like because of the events that happened, like his stuff is much more public, I'll say. Yeah. There's a lot of people who's doing the same shit, but we ain't hear about it. Yeah. Cause that shit that information is not gonna get out publicly. Not for a long time.
And once it does, they gonna come knocking at your door. Hey,
not for a long time, and whoever tries to expose that shit, something bad is probably coming for them.
Yep. Yeah. No, our respects to everybody who's made it, but the decisions after making it big, I feel like I just never saw the reason to. Hey man, I got hella money. Let me just stay where like shootouts can't happen at any time. Like let me just to me it's like.
But who knows if that was even the exact situation? It's like. All you know is it's like all you know is what you know. All you do is what you do. It's like essentially when you get a lot of money, you kind of just expose more of who you are. Whoever you were before just gets brought up to more light because you have more power to maneuver in that way. Yeah. So it's like if you just blow up, become rich and made it, like when does that click in your head? Be like, oh, I made it, or are you still just doing the shit because you're like, oh, yep. I've been doing this shit my whole life, and this is what has worked, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah. That's why I can't judge like too much. Yeah, I can never know. I can never know another man's like experience, the decision making that goes on in his head for him to act and make the actions that he does. Yeah. And
for me, it was just like it only took like some of the people I knew that were in that life to get hit. To know that, like, hey, yo, like, I'd rather just drag my homies out of this shit. Yeah. Like, that, to me, like, that was just the first thing that popped up in my head. Like, after one, it's like the next one, and it's like, bro, how much? Like, how much is that? Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's like, that's trying to, it's like, I don't know, it's just being aware of your situation and, like, what you actually got power of to do. So I feel like I had good examples growing up, and it's like I know people and family who been caught in crossfire innocently. Yeah. So it's just we can't glorify the fact that these things are happening. Yeah. We just gotta be real with ourselves and try and do the best to take us out of that state where we feel like we have to do this to each other. Yep. Where we feel we have to inflict some type of damage because I don't know, maybe we're just trying to survive. It's either I survive or you survive, and a lot of times it's people's lives.
Yeah, when you that deep into it, that is what it all boils down to. It's like you gonna kill or you gonna be killed, and like that. I mean that right there, that's understandable.
Yeah, and it just says because most often the case is we do it to the ones who are most like us. Yeah. Because we have some of this competition. It's like this competitive high energy. And I'm saying even in all fields. On a business, political scale, it's like people who are like each other are always duking it out. Yeah. It's like, but I feel like for minority communities, especially, like, they want to talk about how much violence and, like, all this stuff that our communities have. And they want to talk about how these gun stuff so bad, so let's outlaw guns and all this, whatever. But it's like y'all trying to put a Band-Aid over the fact, cool, make guns illegal so then every black person who feels the need that they need to carry a gun because they want to protect themselves, now we could put them in jail. They're still gonna get a gun no matter what. You're not gonna change that. You're just putting a Band-Aid over the solution. It's like these violent situations, black, whatever race or not, comes from poverty. Comes from people who are hungry and trying to provide for their families.
And I have no choice.
Don't got no other options and opportunities. Yep. That's facts. It's like we just want to cast. It's either we want to glorify the situation and persist the problem, or we just want to cast them out and we be like, oh, we're not like them. All this, whatever. We ain't trying to all come together and figure out this situation together. Shit, you got people in San Francisco getting paid more to fucking be doped up and fucked up on drugs every day than to have a job. So why the fuck you gonna live in that? Why the fuck you gonna spend money on an expensive ass rent, all this type of shit, when you could get all this shit you need, Narcan, like all this, whatever, sleep on the street and be fucked up all day and get paid them unemployment checks. Yep. Where it's like, how are we fixing the solution?
It's a system built for people to fail.
I think the problem is like a lot of people in general, lawmakers, whoever, look at it so black and white, but it's not black and white. It's like gray, right? It's like the problem is
it's more
such
than
a
just
gray
black and
area that like there's so many variables and factors that go into this kind of stuff. You can't just say, all right, just let's do this one thing and this should fix it. It's like, no, there's gonna be a lot of work to actually help kind of resolve these issues that we got going on in the country. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, expressing the frustration of that. All right, yeah, this shit's fucked up. Still don't take away that. I don't know. What if these people who we think are not fixing the problem are actually trying the best they can, and this is just our step in our growth in like humanity. We're not hunter killers having to be as violent as we were in history, but there still are problems. All right, how do we take the next step and still move forward? Because even people like who it's like people are, I want to say like the bottom per se, but not the top, like elite level. We want to demonize these people so hard too. Be like, why you ain't fix these problems? Why you ain't do this? All this, like, whatever. It's like, who knows if they had the power too? They don't talk about government this, government controlling this shit. Who knows if they have the power for that, all that shit? What if we actually are just trying the best we can, and it's just unfortunate that it boils down to get into these pockets of real bad ways of life? And I don't know, it's just, we just got to take the next step forward to do the best we can.
I mean, in a way, I feel like it is the government, though. I mean,
I feel like everybody wants to put a blame on something.
Yeah.
Everybody, because it drives us crazy when we feel a type of way. We don't know the reason. So we keep trying to figure out the reason. And then we try and put the reason onto something and put the blame on something so that we could pretty much put the problem in like a punching bag and punch it out. You know? But nada. It's like, where's the blame? It's like you can't. There's a lot of fucking possibilities and situations in this life. It's like how powerful you think these people are to control this shit that well.
You know,
I may be completely wrong too. It's like, because they could.
The best leaders I've seen and like are the ones that they blame themselves for the people they're leading. For if they're people that they're leading, their community are making mistakes, or if they're doing these things, they blame themselves. The best leaders do, because they weren't there. They weren't doing what they need to do as the leader. You know what I mean?
I mean, because if you think about it, it's like, all right, you're having these problems that make you feel a type of way. You as a leader can go blame it on every other type of group or whatever type of underlings, but you can't control what they do. Shit, you can control what you do. So you're like, okay, damn, this happened. Maybe I could have done better in this situation. I could have done better to handle this in a certain way.
Yeah, but
that's what you can control. I can't control the government. I can't control you. I can't control T-Lock.
Yeah.
I can control me.
That's
so if I'm trying to better a situation, I can't better a situation by expecting another person to be better. I'll better the situation by being a better me.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, no, that's completely true. I mean, it's up to every individual to be how they are and who they want to be. Like, I agree with that. But I feel like to blame someone, I mean, blaming the government is obviously, there's like some, not like all the blame on the government. I feel like it's just split. I feel like it's everybody's fault. Like, the people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. The government ain't doing, because like, how many people in power have actually grew up in the hood, or like grew up in the ghetto, where they weren't like, they were actually like really like going through it and like understand how and what to do in order to help those kids, because like they were in that position. Like none of the politicians who were ever in power really ever went through that. So like how do we can't really expect them to be like, help us out when they don't even like understand the situation. Like they don't even know what's going on.
It's like, how we expect them to fix it. It's like, shit, it may be hard, but I feel like we gotta have the belief in ourselves that we can solve these situations, these very tough, these very I don't know where to explain, just these very complicated situations that a lot of our people and loved ones, friends, families find ourselves in.
Yeah.
And it's like, some people are far away from the problem, some people are real close to it. How do we still bridge the barrier? Because there's so much judgment. There's so many ways that we could disconnect ourselves from it.
You think that shit ever be fixed? I feel like everybody just
I don't know.
has their own own brain, own thinking, own clique. Like you know, like no matter how many people we bind together, like I feel like there's always gonna be one thing that's like keeping everybody apart. Like I feel like that's never gonna.
You fix the problem with 9 billion people. What happens when there's 20 billion of us? Shit.
No problems will be fixed. There will only be more problems.
Right. Real quick, what time is it?
Probably time to head out.
Yeah, it's 10:33.
Shit. Yeah. Let's get wrapping up then.
And thank you to our sponsor.
Our sponsors, Throne Room Productions.
Thank you, Throne Room Productions,
for allowing us to use this studio, use this space. Now we'll talk more about Throne Room Productions in another podcast and what it actually is, because it's something big that's coming. It's something me, Pops. Royalty, some other associates and connections of ours have been funneling together.
Yes, sir. The biggest thing in SLC coming up. Hopefully.
Not so hopefully.
Ain't no hopefully.
It is.
Win.
Brother.
Win.
But
I mean, shit.
Anyways.
It can't. I see it right now. It might take a little while for y'all to see it.
It's just a win.
Trust that y'all will see.
Trust.
It's just a matter of when.
It's worth the wait.
Anyways.
If y'all Royalty fan, y'all know what that means.
Yes, sir. Where can they find you?
They can find me anyway. At the real T_lock on IG, and then T-LOCK on Spotify. That's it. You know.
I mean, if you want to find me, make some good music, and I'll find you.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a little bit of a interesting episode. A little bit of breaks here and there. Some drastic changes in tone and everything, but it's all good. It's what we're doing out of Reese's, right? Yep. Thank you guys for watching, wherever it is you're listening, whether it's the morning, the daytime, the nighttime. Thank you. I hope you have a good one. Peace.
Thank you.